Welcome to another Indie Dev Showcase, highlighting the many indie games we play here on the channel. If you'd like to submit a game for a future video, please reach out. But otherwise, let's begin. We are starting things off with Altered Alma. The footage you're seeing is taken from the demo that we played in 2024. This is a high-action Metroidvania, as you'll be blasting, slashing, and teleporting your way around a futuristic cyberpunk city. The art style on this one is really interesting, with some great pixel animation, especially during the boss fights. The demo itself was a bit on the short side, so it's hard to tell at a glance just how much more involved it's going to get, but the game is definitely kind of reminding me a little bit of Blasphemous, in that you'll be doing a lot of dodging, especially parrying enemy attacks, in order to get openings in and fighting them. There's going to be an upgrade system, relationships to develop, and of course, more upgrades to find. So this one is definitely going to be for someone who's in the mood for another very action-filled Metroidvania, and if you like Cyberpunk, then that is definitely going to be a bonus as well. I'm definitely keeping my eye out for when this one comes out, and it's always great to find another very action-filled Metroidvania to play. And now we go to Arsonate. We are in the kind of gambling horror arc following the success of Buckshot Roulette. And Arsenic is about playing a game of cards with a pyro. And if you don't beat them, you're going to burn a fort. Now, our rules here is that you're trying to get the opponent to light their side of the field on fire before you light yours on fire. You want to each turn flip a card. The card can either give you an item, force you to draw again, or just end your turn and the opponent will go. Now, from the demo, it's a little bit hard to tell just how tricky the AI will get. If you make mistakes, it will capitalize on them. And much like with Buckshot, the AI knows how to use its items the best ways possible to mess with you. So of course, there will be more mysteries to find, more cards to turn, and a lot more fire to come in the main game. If you enjoy Buckshot Roulette and this whole kind of arc of fighting against the AI in a variety of games, I would give this one a try, and I'm interested to see kind of like how far things will develop when it is released. And now we go to Demon's Mirror. We played this using a press key when the game was released back in 2024. This is yet another in the deck building roguelike style, where our twist is that you have a board, as you can see on the right hand side, that you can match symbols in lieu of playing a card in order to earn resources. Each resource will provide a different effect. Of course, blue shields will give you more armor. You can also augment your character's abilities by collecting the kind of green resource. Red will augment damage, and you'll need to decide when to play cards and when to try and boost using your board. Of course, the enemies will be doing whatever they can to mess with you, including adding in negative tiles to the board that you'll need to figure out a way to get rid of, or something bad will happen to you. After each battle, you'll of course be able to choose from different cards, and the challenge will keep escalating as you continue. It's a very interesting take on deck building, making use of the board here as a way of augmenting your cards. The problem is that it does slow things down, as you're not only having to plan out which cards to play, but you also have to spend time examining the board, knowing when to activate the different symbols and when you just keep playing cards during your turn. And the game does definitely favor kind of tempo play, as enemies will typically get stronger and stronger over the course of a match, and if you're not able to kill them fast enough, they can easily overpower you. So this one I would say is more on the moderate to advanced side for deck building roguelikes, and if you're in the mood for something a little bit more challenging, I would give this one a play. But if you're looking for a more speedier take, then this one might not be the best for you. And now we go to a Mecha Simultactics. This is a turn-based fighting PvP mecha game. This is from the demo that we checked out. And what we have here is a game that kind of reminds me a lot of kind of we had like that period of simultaneous turn-based games that came out during the 2010s, whose names completely escape me. I think one was Frozen Synapse. To wit, you and an opponent are going to get into a turn-based mech battle. Each turn, both players will decide an action, and then the game will run things in real time. The idea is that different moves will have different counters to them, so being able to dodge, parry, punch, throw, and other anime-inspired attacks as well. If you get hits off or knock the enemy back, you are free to follow up however you see fit. You also have energy that charges up that can be used for special moves. I really like the concept of this one, and when you finish a battle, you get to see the entire thing play out as a real-time fight. With that said, it's hard to tell if this one has legs. The demo and the game store page seem to hint that this is going to be entirely PvP focused. Now, you can obviously play against the AI, but the real meat is going to be going up against other players. I don't know if there's going to be any meta progression, single player content, things like that. If this one does get a community going, this could be a really solid turn-based fighting game to enjoy. So if you do enjoy simultaneous battles, I would definitely give this one a try, and I'm eager to see how it's going to turn out. And now we go to Four Blasters. This is an arcade drilling game where we replace drills with bullets and explosions. You are dwarves, digging down to find treasure and loot while battling against a variety of enemies. The levels are procedurally generated, with your mission is to reach the treasure that is oftentimes hidden at the very depths of the level. After each mission, your accumulated gold and other resources can be used to unlock permanent upgrades, letting your bullets do more damage, more health, etc, etc. As the game goes on, enemies will be introduced, you'll get more hazards to deal with, and it's trying to go for that one more turn or one more play feel. The main issue that I had with one from our time is that while the levels do get larger and enemies become more dangerous, it's not really adding anything that's new or challenging you in different ways. Once you get enough upgrades, it does become kind of routine in terms of moving, blasting, and using your kind of like special dash move to carve your way down. The gameplay loop here is still really well done, and if you like what you're seeing and hearing, I would give this one a try. But I do hope that we can see like a little bit more like meat to this concept in maybe some kind of future iteration of it. And for the last game of today's video, we go to Eye of the Commando. The footage you're seeing is taken from early access and may not represent the current version. This game takes the run and gun formula and turns into turn and shoot. When bad guys are threatening to take over the world, it's up to one lone commando to go in and save the day one turn at a time. Our concept here is taking the dungeon crawling RPG formula and combining that with a run and gun. So instead of using swords and close range combat, you're going to be using machine guns, flamethrowers, and bazookas in order to fight your way through procedurally generated levels. In each level, you'll be trying to find secrets and upgrade medals that can be used to purchase new passives and weapons. Now, as a dungeon crawler style, everything of course is going with the WeGo formula. So you will still have to be very careful with how you move and shoot around. And you still have that kind of classic dungeon crawling, rodeo dancing or square dancing strategy of trying to avoid bullets. It's a really great concept for this kind of design. And it has like a very interesting hook of you having to deal more with range-based combat, where normally dungeon crawlers focus on melee. Now, with that said, it's hard to tell from our time when we play as an early access, in terms of just how much more there will be in the main game. The last update came out in May of 2025, and they're adding in new weapons and leaderboards and stuff like that. I'm interested to see where this one is going to end up, because it's a very great concept and a different take on dungeon crawling. So if you are a fan of, I guess, strategic running and gunning one turn at a time, I would definitely give this one a play. And with that, we are done with another week of indie games to showcase. Let me know what you think about these down below. As always, if you want me to tell your game for a future stream and showcase, please reach out. And with that, I will see everyone for our next stream and for more game coverage coming soon. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and if you're interested in more of my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.